Coach, matchup tonight, quick little road trip here. Just what do you hope to see the guys tonight, especially from the start?
Well, we've liked the starts of our games with the exception of Chicago, so we want to get off to that start. Both teams, really similar situations, right? Both teams would be known for scoring goals. Both teams have key pieces out of their lineup. And both teams' kind of recent success has become defensively. They've given up a whole lot less 5-on-5 as we. Their penalty kill has been strong. Ours gotten a whole lot better. But both teams have players that can score goals. So it'll be a battle of that defense tonight, but not see who defends well enough to spring their best players loose. So it'll be a good one.
How have you been defending so well without Ekblad and Montour?
I think actually, the one that surprises me is Bennett.
Yeah,
Defending well without Bennett, because the center iceman is the kind of that linchpin between the two. I think the forward group did learn a whole lot about the way we play in the playoffs. That is the one holdover from last year. The work ethic of our forwards, the back pressure, the commitment to battling and winning one-on-one battles, that's still there. We do spend more time on our end. Our breakout numbers aren't fantastic. We aren't getting anywhere near the odd man rush or controlled entries, but we fully understand why. The positive is we're not spending that much time on our end, and we thought we would spend more time. So our D-zone coverage has been solid. We've been under pucks. We haven't tried to break the game loose very often from our end of the ice.
How much can you do that during a regular season of playing a playoff style hockey? Because obviously playing over a course of 25 games is different than 82 games of playing that sort of style of game. Is that sustainable? Over
the style, yes. It's not playoff hockey because the emotions are not. And that's just, nobody would survive it, but no building could the fans drive most of that anyway, right? I mean, it's just not the same. But the style you can, and I think the teams that get off to that really hot start, or I think in our case, we're happy with our start because of our personnel, are doing that. I mean, Vegas' style is, they won a cup, they're playing exactly that style. Boston was a brilliant team. They're playing the same style of game. I think it can be done.
Sometimes teams talk about, there's a lot of talk about the cup hangover. Is there a hangover for the team that loses in the finals?
Yeah, I think it's worse for them, except you're also driven. You can still feel it. I didn't sense any of it coming back to camp other than the injuries. That was the only piece. The guys were excited to come back. I think first real taste of success with this group. I mean, they haven't had a run even to the conference final. It's been a long time. So it was a real positive ending almost right to the end of our season. I also think how you lose is important. There was nothing left. Nobody's walking away saying you know your goaltending let you down or your power play, whatever. There were just too many broken bones, no gas in the tank. So they got to leave that series with their head up, and they came back with that positive. They didn't have to stew the entire summer over a failed effort.
I have a coaching question. Last year being your first year with this team, Spencer Carberry, his first year in Washington. It's not apples to apples, but I'm wondering, for a coach and a team to adjust and to mesh together, when do you know that you've got him in line, and are there benchmarks that you look for?
Yeah, when you're not calling the game from the bench anymore, the players are. It took us 3 months to 4 months to get the work level right. And then it took us another 6 weeks after that to get the style level right. Pucks that we were going to put deep in, pucks that we were going to make plays on. So getting them to compete at a certain level took a while. They were willing. They just has to be an everyday grinder. It takes a while. The systems part is the part everybody talks about. It's going to take them a while to get the systems, but that's maybe the smallest piece, because you can get any major system down in 2 months. So, but it's the level that your team, I guess it takes you a while to get to the identity that we all understand, the identity we want to play to.
Do you recognize in real time when that's happened?
No, I know it by game when it happened, and we became a very good team on January 2nd last year. We got beat. We beat Montreal at home. Then we went into Carolina and got pounded on back-to-back nights, and then we had a day off and we played the New York Rangers. And after the first period of the New York Rangers, we were a good team for the rest of the year. Now, do we have some off nights? Sure, we made some mistakes, but we were a good team from that point on.
Just thoughts on the Capitals and the matchup and the challenge they present. Obviously, a lot of familiar faces, guys you've seen a lot over the years.
Well, there's some pretty world-class players here, right? The skill level on the top end players on both teams is just exceptional. And any one of them can break out and have a game where they get 3 here. You've seen it before, 3, 4, or 5. So you can control it as much as you can control it, and we want to, but both teams have elite top-end talent. If one of those guys on either team gets hot, the other team loses.
Lineup changes tonight, Coach?
None.
Bob and Nat?
Correct.
Thanks, Coach.
Can I ask you just one question
Sure.
about